Welcome guys, welcome. Yo, what's up? How's it been? We are back again. It's a beautiful day. Alright, so let's jump straight into the matter of the day. Let's check out how many guys we have there. All right, so yesterday we had a strong push to the upside on US30, creating a new high. That was at 38,342 price level. Then currently we are experiencing a little bit of a correction. This is on the 30 minutes. So let's check it out on the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame looks still super bullish to me, because basically this volume is still holding, and we are just some few seconds to kick off the new 1 hour candle, which we'll be preparing for the stock market open. So basically I'm just going to be on the sideline watching out for maybe price to kind of expecting something of this sort, a retest of broken structure, then probably a push up. So that's basically what I'm expecting, or probably for price to just pump bullish, maybe. So this is basically what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a range right here, so I'm just gonna be patiently waiting to see what market is going to be doing within this range. You see, there's going to be a breakdown to probably retest this broken structure. Then of course we would be looking for an opportunity to go bullish. I'm not looking out for any source at the moment. I'm just gonna be looking forward for bulls. So that is what I'm going to be looking out for here on US30. Of course, it's either going to break, retest, then push, or an outright buy, which probably that's going to be like a buy stop. So we still have some time, so we don't want to jump into hasty conclusions. So let's quickly look at gold. So gold, basically yesterday we were looking out for this buy, which eventually took place, but of course, since those of us that joined me yesterday knew that I was already logged in on US30, so I did not pick this, but of course I did advise those that joined to go for it. It was a good setup because we did have this nice retest of broken structure with a tweezer here. It was a perfect setup, but I had to stick to my rule and my decision, right? Okay, so even though at the end of the day US30 we had to go out of the trade with a break even, that was fine, but personally I took I stick to my decision, and it is what it is. So we are back here today. So let's basically see what are my expectations on gold. So basically with the current structure, so you can see this level is a level identified since last week, so it's still holding. So I'm expecting price to push higher. So basically there has been a break of that structure, a retest with a trap here. So even retesting, I think we have to make this chart a bit clean so that let me get off this stuff so that it doesn't interfere with what we are seeing. So this is the hourly time frames, in case you are still wondering which time frame we are in. So this is the hourly time frame. So basically what we have here is this zone. So right, so we have had price deep into the zone, confirming with a bull right on the hourly time frame. So there's an expectation for price to push higher. So let's quickly jump down to the 15 minutes time frame. So this is how it looks like on the 15 minutes time frame. So on the 15 minutes time frame, it is a good setup for me. So but let's just basically look at it. So let me look at the risks, because based on the structure, risking about 32 pips, will be going for 39 pips. So if we can retest this high, that would be nice. That is about 38 pips. So basically that is a 1:1 trade. 1:1 trade. So now let me just look at that. So this is what I'm going for. So gold looks bullish. I'm just gonna jump in and go. So that is first opportunity I'm spotting here. So this is basically a 1:1 risk reward, so to say. So I'm just gonna be a bit cautious, watching out to see how everything turns out. So basically, if we are right, or if I'm right, price shouldn't break this previous candle's low. It should just push higher. So basically, that is why my stop is just below this structure. Of course, if you have been following me for some time, you know that for me, I'm not a fan of huge stop loss, because I believe in, if you get hit, you should be able to recover in the next, at least or at most, the next two trades. So that's basically how my trading style is. That is basically my philosophy. So I don't want to take a huge loss, and probably it might mess up with my psychology. It is what I have been doing, and it's what has been working for me. So basically, still hopeful until that low is taken out. But of course, like I said, it's always good to have reasoning for your trade, and that is what matters. So our reasoning is that we have a retest of this zone. Price has been pushing bullish. We had the last candle even break the bearish candle here, which acted as an inside bar. So it closed bullish, new 1 hour candle pop open. So it is good for me. So we just allow the market to do what it knows how to do best. So here we are on US30. Like I said, I'm gonna be holding on to see how everything turns out. So basically, I'm expecting a dip to retest this broken structure. Then from there, I might look out for confirmation before I can jump in for the buys, or outrightly a buy stop from here. So let's just pay attention to our goal. Okay, US oil, let's see if there's opportunity here. So US oil obviously is still reacting to my sell level. This sell level was from a higher time frame, so it tested and is still dropping. It has broken the next sell level, and it's still trading below it. So let's see what it can do further, but basically I'm not gonna be eyeing for positions on US oil, especially with regards to this stream. So we're just gonna be focusing on gold and probably US30 depending on the setup. So let's see. So we are still very fresh into this 1 hour candle. It's just about 8 minutes, so stay alert, guys. Whoa, it's not looking too good, but of course we're just still sticking to the reasoning. Like I said, oh, so at this point I think you can just minimize your loss because it has broken the previous candle's low. It has broken the previous candle's low, so it's best to minimize your loss. So you just shut down the trade. But if you are willing to hold, fine. But for me, I've just minimized my loss. Instead of 30 something, I've just taken 21 pip loss on that trade. So first trade for me has not gone well. It is what it is. It doesn't change my reasoning. So that is it. So we stick around and see if we can get another opportunity. So even if it flips, I don't care, because this candle could not break the previous candle's low. So let me zoom in. So you can, if you take a look at the bearish candle, you see it created a low, rejected. Now the bullish candle didn't break the bearish candle's low, so it ended up closing bullish even above where the bearish candle opened. So it, all things being equal, we should have seen price just push higher, especially with this peak hour, right? So that not happening, So it becomes a flat trade, especially it's breaking the low of the previous candle. So to be on the safe side, that trade has been invalidated, so we just have to do what, call it a day on that particular trade. So that's it. So let's keep an eye on US30. All right, let me take a shot on to update myself. Right. So you can see it's still dropping. Look at this, how it looks like on the 5 minutes time frame. So it was a good decision to just let go of the trade, because it has a high chance of just hitting the stop loss. Right. So basically that is the reasoning. Rejection on the zone. So you can see previously we did see price pushing off that zone. We saw a retest and this nice push. So that was just the expectation. With this long wick here on the 5 minutes, though we were not even on the 5 minutes time frame, is same thing. If you take a look on the 15 minutes, you can see the long wick here. So with the long wick and the bulls, so I was just expecting price to do the needful, but of course it is what it is. So sometimes you expect stuff like this when it is getting to the end of the trading month. So basically things like this happen, some setups fail. It's part of the business and there is nothing you can do about it. You just have to prepare your mind for it and keep trading. All right, so let's look at, so US30 is currently pushing down. Yes. So still looking forward to see price drop to probably reject around this level, and of course based on what price does around this level, then it can inform me of what decision I need to take next. So this is the range form. So basically still expecting for more drop. USL doing more dips. This was actually a good trade though, but of course this was only a trade behind the scene. So like I always do, I always like to educate so that even when we do not come online here, you can still benefit from the education. You can use whatever we are giving out here to practice and see how you can leverage on it even when you are not online with me. So as you already know, we are supply and demand traders. So this is a very simple supply and demand pattern. Regardless, so you have a drop, we have a base, we have another drop. So basically this was a strong accumulation that has led to this smooth drop. From 11 a.m. we did see this drop. All right, let's go back and stay on the course. So gold is still trying to see if it can recover, but of course personally I'm already out like I stated. So let's see. We have about 9 minutes to go for this particular 30 minutes candle to close and for the new 30 minutes candle to pop open. There and then we can see if our rejection will be valid at this point for us to look out for buys, or maybe you're gonna see some spike pushing through. Let's see if there is any fundamental that might likely favor us. So we have job opening in the next 1 hour 39 minutes. So basically there is a high possibility that 2:30 p.m. GMT we would see volume. That is pre the news. So we're gonna stick around. We're gonna stick around. All right. Right. So basically, the reaction we are seeing is of this. So I think I lost sight of that. But if we look at this critically, even from the 4-hour time frame, so I expected to see price retest this high before probably price coming back down. So let's see, however it is. So the 4 hours also is giving some projection that there might be a possibility of a sell. But trust me, I'm not interested in the sell. So 5 minutes to go, let's check it out and see. So like I said, US30, I'm bullish on it. That's my bias. So just patiently waiting to see when there might be an appropriate opportunity to join. Wow. Gold did trap us, but it is what it is. So 3 minutes to go. Wow, let's get some something to sip, man. 1 minute to go. Few seconds. Goal forming another bullish setup. But trust me, I'm not gonna fall for it. Ain't falling for it. Wow, nothing's happening. So we stick around. It's just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. So let's see how the next 15 minutes will be. So this is the 5 minutes candle. Okay. Has any liquidity been grabbed? Okay, this we tapped into this. Not really. It's on the 5 minutes. Okay, so we have tapped into that. Is that gonna be a bounce off point? So let's see. Less than 62%. All right. So gold is still trying to tell us that there is a possibility for buys. But for me, I'm ain't joining gold again. Looking out for fresh opportunity here on US30. So mind you, this is NFP week. So sometimes things like this are expected. So most of the time I advise people to always reduce your your risk during times like this if you are not ready to take a loss. If you go back in history, check out the behavior of NFP week, then you realize that the past data has a lot to prepare you for what might possibly happen in the future or in the present. So that is one of the reasons I said that gold, I'm not taking gold buys again, neither am I even going for a sell. So I'm just flat on gold. So even though they did not actually get to my exact SL, my trade setup was invalidated the moment it broke this bullish candle, and that is what led to the closure of that particular trade. And that was a very nice decision because it falls within my set of rules. What is this? So I'm basically from the fundamentals just looking out for buys on US30. So I think it's just waiting for the right time. So but there is a possibility that we are gonna go further bullish. So I'm still bullish on US30. So all that it requires is patience. All that it requires is patience. So as long as it involves money, I'm gonna be patiently waiting for it. So this is basically like a gap, a rejection point, and the close of this significant move. So basically that is the reason why price tapped into this and we did see a nice drop. And this is, I think this was as a result, this move came last week. There was a fundamental, and as a matter of fact, I think we took a trade on this particular uh, setup, but we exited earlier. We went in for the buy, so we think we had a break-even trade or so, and we anticipated this sell, but of course whatever happened was post stream, so we can't say much about it because you guys didn't benefit from it. So but I'm just emphasizing what is going on in this particular zone. So in as much as there is a midterm bullish setup, which of course we did check the first one we saw based off volume time and the setup, but it did not go as expected. Setup was invalidated. I opted out, even though it did not get to my SL, which is fine. So in as much as it still look bullish on the lower time frame, so I just have to point you back to what is happening on this hourly time frame, especially what is also giving here on the 4-hour time frame. So you can see that the last 4-hour candle did close with a rejection. So it's like a rat race at the moment, because we have a zone here, we also have a rejection here. So price rejected, now the new 4-hour has tapped into the zone. So we are yet to see who is actually going to win this race, but all things being equal, if we look at the structure, it's giving that bullish structure. So you can see the lows, higher lows, higher lows. You see a high here, higher high. You see, so even price has printed a new high right here. So basically this could act as the higher low. So we're just looking at it and trying to come up with conclusion as price develops. So that is just some pointers to guide you in your decision if you still want to join the buy. So but the choice is yours. Mine is just to share the information privy to me, then you make your decision based off the information alongside whatever education you have accumulated in your trading journey. So 2 minutes to go on this 15 minutes candle. So the last 30 minutes candle closed bearish, leaving a little wick to the bottom. So still hanging on. Alright, so let me use this time. So finally the prop guys has sent me the email. So just wrapping up with the documents here. So like I said, at the end of the day, I'm going to give you guys updates on how everything went. So though it's been almost more than 48 working hours before they finally sent me an email for the agreement, and after a series of chats anyways. So let's see, we'll take it to the withdrawal stage and see how they are going to perform. Then of course I'll come back here to give you guys the update. So basically gold is proving that yeah, it's still gonna push higher. So of course it is free to fly. New 15 minutes up. The last 15 minutes candle close bullish. Okay, things getting funny here. So basically, I'm suspecting a breakout because price has been kind of dancing just around here for too long. So it's like it came down to grab liquidity to push because it's been doing a lot of press up around this area. So it is what it is. Right. Oh. Gold has done its thing. Let's see. So one of the observation I've seen these days, mostly market moves early in the morning, that's during the London session, and late New York. If you go back in time, let's look at it on the 1 hour time frame. So this is January. So okay, starting off from January 2nd. So you can see this 9 a.m. So we had this drop. So we had a correction by 2. Okay, that was fair enough. The next day, 9 a.m. nice drop. This is not worth it. Even though this came in around 4 p.m. GMT, you can see a little bit of a correction. Another moves here. So let's look at it from the starting point. Okay, this was a bit okay. New York Open came in, so that's just one day. So this and another day, it's okay. Started from 6 a.m. all the way down here before we had this by 1. So let's look at the smooth moves. So okay, this 3 p.m., 7 a.m. So if you take a look at what has been going on so far, look at that 9 a.m. So we have another one here, 9 a.m. So we had by 12 we corrected. No, this is not classified. So let's look at this one. So 2 p.m. So we had another nice one coming in. This is 6 p.m. GMT. So when you take a look at this data, it's gonna help you. So this came in 6 a.m. You see the move before we had 3 p.m. This also okay. This is New York Open. We had another one coming here 11 a.m. pre-New York. So look at this 6 p.m. this move here. So one thing about the market, we just have to learn to adjust. So this came 1 p.m., 6 p.m. see the move, 9 a.m. again. Yeah, okay, 8 a.m. you see this nice move came in. So you had the correction by 4. So yesterday we were just dancing around. I was able to catch this buy. This is 4 p.m., 2 p.m. sorry, this particular buy right there. But the actual move, I expected it to buy, so that's why I jumped in for this buy. You can see my I don't know whatever it's called. So I jumped in it. I was able to log out at the first TP here. So but the actual move came in 6 p.m. So that is 7 p.m. it closed. You can see all that. So basically this is how market has been faring within this time on US30. So you just have to adjust, adapt to whatever is happening. So today is Tuesday 1:30. So we like I said, I'm looking out for buys. So I'm just gonna hang on to see what is gonna happen in the next 6 minutes. So you can see it's giving us a little bit that bullish vibe. So I'm still gonna be looking out to see things. So this is gold. Gold. Okay, so it's all right. So new hour candle is about to pop open. 30 minutes still looking bearish. This is how the 1 hour candle closed. So basically I'm gonna be looking out for buys. So I'm just watching critically to see how price reacts around this area. So if you want to be aggressive, you can go in with a little bit of risk right about now. So it looks, it's looking enticing to jump in. Well, let's see if we can give it some more time. The 2 p.m. candle just opened. We are just 3 minutes into the candle. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I'm just looking at a probability of price just taking out this immediate highs on the 15 minutes and just flushing up. So the fundamentals still looks bullish. So one thing is for sure is price is just waiting for time to basically uh, push, or just looking waiting for volume, so to say. So let's see. So from the takeoff point to this, so we did 194 pips. So basically that is 82 pips. Okay. So I'm just waiting to see what price would do around this area. We're still counting on maybe a further dip before the bounce off. So patience is very, very important. Whoa. So basically, gold actually went to our expected target, but unfortunately, I wasn't any longer in the trade. So the first 15 minutes is yet to close. We still are having about 6 minutes to go, and it's still dancing. 3 minutes to go. So that high has just been taken out. So, but we can't conclude because we are yet to see the close of that candle. Gold is really pushing here, man. So the new 15 minutes candle is up. So at this point, it's like our bulls will be in a good position. So if you are joining this buy, so if you want to be very reserved, if you want to go easy on yourself, maybe you can just risk, let's see. So let's say if you are joining, just joining right now, so maybe you can opt in for about 29 pips. So that should be somewhere here. But this candle closing bullish would be a very good confirmation for us. If this 30 minutes candle close bullish, it would be a very good confirmation. But regardless, I'm still looking forward to see how it all turns out to be. Remember, the goal, like I always say, it's not about winning a single trade. The goal is always having an overall win situation. Right. So, in recent times, gold has really not been too friendly. It's either we're already in a trade and we spot the gold trade and we miss it, and the ones we took, I think last week at the gold trade, yeah, it gave 44 pips as against we were looking for about 60 pips target. So we were able to cash out at 41 pip. So, but trust me, US30 has been performing, especially I like pips. So that's why sometimes I stick to US30, because if it's gonna run, at least I'll be able to see at least 50 pips. You understand? But sometimes gold, maybe depending on the mood, might not really give you that 50 pips, right? And for me, basically, my daily target is just looking forward to 50 pips, and that 50 pips will be able to give me my target, monetary target for the day. All right, unless basically um the setup was not an A setup where maybe I had to reduce my risk. You understand? Or probably let's say like today, which I took 20 pips loss on gold. So if eventually this plays out, of course, if it shoots to target or even to retest previous high, that is massive. That would be a lot of pips. So basically on this particular trade, I'm going half my normal position, so risking about 47 pips in total. So if everything goes south, in addition to the 20 pips earlier, so that's basically going to be a total of 70 pips drawdown for the day, and I'll call it a day. And basically monetary wise, it's not going to be up to my daily loss, because first trade went in full, lost about 20 pips. So if this is 46 pips with half the risk, so it means at the end of the day I've still not hit my daily drawdown, like daily drawdown limit, right, that I have set for myself. So at the end of the day, it's still a win-win situation. So but always understand that the reasoning is very, very important. So just like what I made mention in the gold trade, the reasoning was intact, just that it trapped us by violating breaking the previous candle's low, and that was a turn off for me, and I exited. So eventually played out, even it's doing more. So even at the point it set up this rejected, this was a trade that the candle that led to our exit. So even that rejected, I said okay, still the buy setup is still in play. So but I wouldn't go in. So if you want to, you can. So of course, and you can see it's now flying. So it is what it is. So no regrets, no hard feelings at all. So 10 minutes to go. So I'm just gonna give myself the next 7 minutes, then check back and see how this candle eventually closes. We are in the trade, and we are in the trade. So let's, this is how 30 minutes look. Right, I think things looking good here for us. So currently 24 pips in profit. Man, 25 pips. Is it gonna hold or is it just giving us that kind of early orgasm vibe? So still holding to see the turnout of events, what's gonna happen. So guys, if you're in this trade, make sure you manage your trade accordingly. We are 28 pips in profit at the moment. So 30 pips, man. You need not be told to break even if you want to, man. So like I said, this is some of the this is one of the reasons I like US30. See, the moment it pushes at least 30 pips, 31 pips so far. So all things being equal, if the new 30 minutes candle pops open and there is still bullish volume as expected, then we are likely to fly, trust me. All right, so we're watching out. So still 31 pips in profit. So manage your trade accordingly. So 4 minutes to go for the new 30 minutes candle to pop open. 35 pips in profit. 36 counting. So new 30 minutes candle is up. New 30 minutes candle is up. We are up 40 pips. Guys, if you are not greedy, it is time to up out. So 40 pips, 47 pips, 45 pips. So this is the beauty of the trade. You can see our drawdown was very tight, very tight. So trust me, if you close this trade, that was like just closing, risking about 15 pips to 47 pips right now. So trust me, it is time to close. Or you close partial and leave the runner. That is the best that can be done, man. So you can see the reaction it's doing after retesting this level. So when you understand the pair you are trading, so you try as much as possible to trade it in line with its normal behavior or its characteristics. You understand? So that is basically catching this entry and seeing price getting to above 50, because of course I think a retest of this did almost 50 pips. So it was just best to do what? To exit. So like I said, you close partial or you exit and allow close partial, allow it to run in break even, or you just exit at when we had 47 pips, which was a lot of pips right there, right? So but all things being equal, I'm still expecting price to push higher. It might not be immediately, but of course we are able to secure about 50 pips. Yeah, so you see, it did 52 pips. So loss made earlier has been recovered, and that is the beauty of it all. So all right guys, so having recovered our loss and in a little bit of profits, I think it is high time to call it a day for today. So if you are still holding your runners, trust me guys, I'm expecting this thing to shoot all the way to 38,399. So you can hold a little bit of a position, knowing that even if it comes back to take you at break even, you have not lose much of the profit you earlier saw. So that is it guys for today. Until tomorrow, we will see again. So thank you very much for sticking around up till this very point. See you guys tomorrow. I remain your host, Mr. Wex. Gotta catch up with some stuff.